Working in the storm damage, we're going to take and think through the process, hazards, and anything overhead or anything that might cause some danger to the operator. Then we start to look, can it go side to side? Next is looking at up and down pressure. Is it supported to where the top is going to be the compression side, or is it going to be the bottom is going to be the compression side? Also back pressures, and whether it's on the line or it has a top against something here, we can end up thinking about back pressure that can stick our saw. Notch and hinge gives you the ability to control side to side as well as up and down. You have offset cuts that can give you the option of setting those and then backing up to be able to shake or take a piece of equipment and move those apart, or put a tag line in it to break it. Storm damage. We want to think about 3 rules we've kind of adopted. First one is 1 person on the tree with a chainsaw until it's stabilized. Second, try to work from the butt end of the tree towards the top. And the third is, don't pass any limbs as you go in that direction. For instance, on this tree right here, I'm about 8 feet, I guess, from it. The limb structures are up here overhead. Maybe if you come down here, you can kind of see this is looking down the trunk. It's up against another tree. There's limbs that are bent over and spring types up in the other tree that could be pushing. These limbs are bowed back over to the left. So if I was to come up here and try to reduce some of this, I have a little sweet gum tree here that's blocking things, but more or less wherever I cut right here, I'm in a danger zone. In other words, it could roll over and be able to get to me. There's really no escape should something start to break or roll this direction. Taking this from the crown end, you know, everything's got to be moved as I cut, and so it's really a lot more work. They say, well, we don't do a whole lot of tree felling, but we do a lot of cleanup after storms. Limbs of this diameter, that's felling a tree. And if you don't control it, it can fall, flip, come at you very quickly. Plan each one of those as a tree felling and basically reduce it, and then figure out how you're going to separate the trunk as you work your way up, everything down to the ground as you go. You always have an escape back away from possible movement. When you get the bar stuck like that, because if you pull the chain away from that bar, where does that pressure go? If I pull the chain up on the bar like this, where does the pressure go? Pulls the crankshaft and the sprocket tip. So there it goes out that way, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So where would the compression side be on that?
Well, it has a good little curve.
I'd say it's the side you're stuck on, isn't it?